Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that little red live button up there, that means you're catching me live. If not, leave me a comment down below that says hashtag replay so I can give you an extra special shout out when I'm no longer live. Let's see if we can get some friends to jump on and join us today as we craft around the clock in our, crafting with plastic day.
Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to
crafting with crafting with plastic, you guys. It's been a great event so far. There's been a lot of amazing creations today. Hello, Miss Yvonne. How are you? Come on in and join me. I'm gonna get crafting with my little. This is a soap bottle. This is a little soap bottle. We'll see if we can get some more comments. I see some eyes. I just don't see any comments. Hello, Miss Kathy. I have to look up. Let me, yesterday I was having issues with my computer. Hello, Miss Misty. Plastic. Yes, plastic. So it's recycled plastic crafting day here on Craft Round the Clock. This is a container that that had soap in it from Scentsy. So I brought it down here. Of course, I have so much tin cans, plastic, glass. I mean, I'm like my own little recycling facility. Hello, Miss Tracy. How are you? Okay, so we're going to get busy. So what I've done ahead of time is I painted this with a coat of, well, kind of like maybe roughly 2 coats of Waverly Sandstone. And that was just to give it like maybe a little bit of surface for our fabric. So I'm going to put fabric on here. I'm going to make it kind of look like maybe like a patchwork. So what I did was I cut up these squares, or this material that I just got from Temu. This was the material I showed you last night. But they're all like brown colored, like the hues of brown. So these were the 7 pieces. I'll show you. So we've got this one. We've got some stars. We've got some more, whatever, flowery. We've got some checker. We've got some, I don't know what this is, a little flower, another little polka dot, and then we've got some cheetah-ish. I hope my comments are working. I'm not seeing. I'm going to refresh my computer again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so I had problems last night with this as well, and it was irritating. I'm so sorry. I'm going to use my faux podge, which is Miss Pat from Unique's recipe of 3 parts white glue. I use Dollar Tree white glue, 1 part water. I just put it in my own little container. I'm just bringing up my computer again because it's just not. Here we go. Here we go. I see some more comments now. Hello, Miss Goldie and Miss Judy, Miss Mary. Yes, you're catching me live. Miss Terry, Miss Debbie, and Miss Laurel. See, all these comments were there. Hello, Miss Cheryl, Miss Becky. I just wasn't seeing Miss Lon. I just wasn't seeing them. I thought it was weird. I'm like, nobody's saying hi. That's odd. Everybody says hi, and I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm just going to start putting these on here, just simple, kind of simple as could be. What I'm going to use this container for is I'm going to take it to work and I'm going to use it as a container for lotion. I'm going to put lotion in. So I have my own, I like to, have lotion at work because, like, why not, right? Hello, Miss Clarice and Miss Joyce. So I decided, why not? Let's just use this little container. Let's make it all a little fancy and have a little pump container for lotion. Why not, right? Why not? I'm telling you what, those dogs have been quiet the entire time I've been down here. I've been down here since Miss Dina was on, like 3 o'clock. What'd you say? Totally together crafting with Brenda. I used that glue mixture in the 80s for wallpaper. Perfect, right? Perfect. Well, who knows? See, now you can just carry it over. Now, my husband might be home because I asked him, are you going to be home by 4? And he's like, well, I don't know. I feel like he is. He's like, if I'm not, just put him outside. And I didn't want to put him outside because what if something happened? I'd feel horrible if they ran off. Yeah, they were good the whole time. I think he's home though. I think I just heard him walk in, so. So did we have a good Friday today? Good Friday. Do you like how I said that? Good Friday. I hope you all had a good day today. I got to work a little bit early today because sometimes they give us a little extra hour off right before holidays, which is nice. So, but we did work today. Well, I like this little cheetah print. Your kids are going to start talking. I know, and they need to quiet right now. I went up there earlier and they were fighting over a bone. I was like, come on, get it together, ladies. You've got 3 bones. It wasn't the black lab. She can't see, so she doesn't fight over things. You got to take it away from her, and then she's got to try to find it, but she doesn't. I feel bad, so I always go and snatch the bones back from the other ones and give them to her. You're off to work today, so it was great. Yay! You got the day off. So you guys, I just took this material, and I don't know. I don't do measurements. About yay wide. And I just ripped it. So I'm just putting it in different directions. Guys, it's a beautiful day here in Michigan today, I have to say. My son and daughter-in-law are having a garage sale, which I haven't made it over there yet. I might go over right after I'm done here. Why haven't I used yet? But they said they've done pretty good. It's getting that time of year. Garage sale season is upon us. So, oh wait, let him put them outside in case they run. Oh shoot. Well, they've got a dog run, and so they'd have to really try to get out, but that would be my luck. Like, I'd come upstairs and they'd be gone, and I'd be a nervous wreck. Or somebody come take them. No, I don't think they would. They'd bring them right back. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Mary. They would definitely bring them back. They might be cute, but they're loud and crazy. And Espen, I don't think she'd go with anybody. She's something else. Sassy little thing. Oh, shoot. So, I don't know. Let's see. Did anybody... I've been watching... I didn't get to watch everybody, but I got to go back and like quickly kind of go through and see what everybody was creating, because I was like, I hope I'm doing something different, because I always like to do something different. So so many unique thoughts in the one, Miss Mary. I just saw Miss Mary on here. You hear silence in the house? I know, right? It's like peaceful, isn't it? That birdhouse was adorable. Now I have to see if my in-laws have coffee, because we don't drink coffee. So I need my in-laws or somebody to save me one of those containers so I can make one of those. We love the birds here. Okay, you guys see how we're coming along there? This is going to be super cute. I'm not really usually like a brown color. I was going to do purple originally because purple's my favorite color, but then I was like, what about these browns? These are kind of neat. So we're just going to go for it. You thought your yard... Yeah, it is. The dogs have a dog run. So they're almost like double fenced in. But the one side is just one side is fenced in. So, but they can dig. Edna got out one time. Since we've lived here, the little stinker got out and she ran 2 yards down, and I almost had a conniption. My husband had to go get her. She came back to him, but I yelled for her, and she just went, ha ha, see ya, Mom. I was like, get back here. So, but she hasn't done that since, so thank goodness. I think we got all of the areas of the dog run kind of like, contained, so she couldn't do that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that gave me like severe anxiety. I'm like, I just can't imagine, because people fly around our corner here by our house, and she's so little. She's fast. Little stinker's fast, but she's little. Something about Mom's voice and Dad. I know, right? Well, the same thing with like when I try to get them to come inside. I'm like, come on, girls, come on. Nothing. They just look at me like, we aren't coming in. And then he'll get on the, because we have cameras that have sound where you can talk, and he'll be like, get in here. And they're like, it's just funny. It's like, I like this, you guys. This is turning out so cute. So this is just this was a soap bottle from Scentsy. So I had I was getting some like monthly little sample thing, not samples because this is a full-size thing, but like little gift box things every month, and they would send different scents, and they have soap and just all kinds of little things. And this was one, and I was like, I'm gonna hold on to that one. We just finished up using this. I thought this was cute. You love birdhouses until twice I saw. Oh, Miss Nancy! Oh my gosh! Now you got me freaked out. I never even thought about that. Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna be scared. Where we lived before we moved here. Did I put that the wrong way? Oh yeah. We lived close to woods, and there would be snakes in our yard all the time. Just the little garter snakes or whatever, but I still don't like them. Doesn't matter if they're little harmless little snakes. Get out of my yard. And I know your brother's like, they're good snakes. I don't think there's a good snake. I just don't. Don't tell me there's a good snake. I don't believe it. I'm not believing on good snakes. They just, because usually what will happen is I'll go out and step on the snake, and then a little squiggle, and I'll be like, screaming, running. Then my husband likes to pick them up and like, what's wrong? It's just a snake. It is. It's just a snake. I don't like them. I don't like them. Harmless snakes cause me to hurt myself too. Your daughter sells Scentsy, going to have to say, yes, these are really, really nice little bottles. And I mean, just something different. I mean, you could turn around and put some more hand soap, you know, refill your hand soap into this. I just thought it'd be cool to put lotion in, because I'm constantly putting lotion on my hands at work. Hands are so dry, especially this time of year. My hands are still cracking. It'll get a little bit better when the weather's, you know, warmer, but awfully dry hands. Where I'll just be sitting down here and my knuckles will just start bleeding. It's like, ew, ew. But constantly, because I wash my hands a lot. What can I say? I just do. Just always washing the hands. Hello, Miss Fox, Miss Jennifer with Fox and Smocks. Hello, Miss Sheila. Won't this be cute? Well, I'm gonna make it a little bit. I'm hopefully gonna make it a little bit cuter once we get all this material on here. I hope I cut enough. If not, I brought it over here just in case I didn't, because I was like, oh, that should be enough. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, maybe it's not enough, but we'll see. Here's what we have so far. Just all different browns. If you weren't here in the beginning, these are the material right here, all these 7 pieces. They came from Temu. So they're not super like duper high quality, but I don't see any difference in like really much difference from the Dollar Tree material. Probably came from the same factory. But they're nice little, what do you want to call it? Like just the hues, the colors, just different patterns. I thought they were kind of cool. And a little different for the little cheetah, leopard, whatever print that is. I'm not really that kind of girl, but I think it's kind of cute. Not a little cheetah print person, but I like it. I like it. We'll put this one crooked. Why not? Just a little crooked piece in there. Overlap them a little bit. Weather advisory for Green Bay, Wisconsin. 2 to 5 inches of snow, possibly 6 to 7 in some areas. What, Miss Dahlia? Heavens to Betsy. Well, thank you so much for the stars, Miss Melissa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for those. It's always so nice. Never expected, but makes me happy when I see them. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Okay, so we're getting down here. He must be home, or they just clammed up, you guys, because I don't hear anything up there. Maybe he took them outside. That's possible. Totally possible. Totally. Okay, what do we need down here? We need one of these. Well, thank you for sprinkling. They coordinate really well. They are, yes, they do. They do. And their material packs seem to have 7 pieces in them like this. So, and you guys, they're like, I think they're like $2 for the 7 pieces of material, or like $1.98 or something like that. And they don't charge shipping. So it's really quite reasonable. Now, it did take forever to get here, but I didn't put my order in. I forgot. Last night I was going to do that after I got done. You guys, after the crafting last night, I think I was so frazzled from the dog barking the whole time. Like, I pulled up my live because, you know, my husband was at the lacrosse game. I pulled up the live and I showed him, like, I said, listen to this. Yap, yap, yap in the background. He laughed. I'm like, it's not funny. She was ridiculous tonight. I'm not kidding. I didn't even make it halfway up the stairs, and they came running from the living room into the kitchen, and we're standing there like, hey, welcome back. I was like, you were naughty barking so much. She just looked at me. I'm like, go outside. And then I posted that picture where then she fell right asleep on the couch. I'm like, little stinker. I don't know, maybe she thought I wasn't here. She probably what she does the whole time I'm gone. Barks like a stinking little fool. A little fool. All right, how are we doing? We still have 15 minutes. I might have to slow down a little bit. I might get done early. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. Got a couple more. Maybe we'll just go right underneath the bottom, and since I'm gonna put some faux podge over it when we're done here. And seal it up, so we'll see how we do here. This would be a fun craft for, you know, like just like a little kid or something to do, you know, just if they wanted to have like a little maybe if they wanted to do some, you could even use scrapbook paper and put like some scrapbook paper with, you know, if there's like you know, like Disney princesses or something. Even like wrapping paper. You could put wrapping paper on it. Like, you know, I was thinking like the Disney princesses, and then they could put it in their bathroom. How cute would that be? Or you could just put lotion in it if they like to have lotion. Your little preteens. I don't know if little kids like lotion, but, you know, the preteens with the lotion. Okay, let's see. We got it all on there. Put a little bit up here at the top where it kind of, probably won't see it too much, but we're just going to put a couple little spots where we kind of turn corners. Now, I can't, Raincross, oh goodness, the gal who was on right before me, Raincross Farms Makery, I hope I said that right. I didn't catch her first name because I hadn't seen her craft before, which I'm going to have to make sure I don't miss out, because what she made with that feed bag was awesome. Now, she did say, how many people will make one of these? And I said, I did comment, if it can't be hot glued, you know what I wanted to say, but I said, I'm out of luck, because she sewed. She had her sewing machine out. You guys know there's no sewing going on here. So, but it was really cool. So you'll have to, if you missed it, you'll have to go back and check it out, because she made these really cool, I think she called them market bags. So like if you're going to the store, she took a feed bag that was like from her, I think she said they had chickens. And it was the feed bag, which was awesome. The plastic ones. Yeah, the material's from Temu. And it's, you go down a rabbit hole if you get into Temu. You do. You get in, you just get addicted. Look, we're gonna have enough, you guys. This is gonna cover this bottom, and we have enough material. Look at that. Couldn't have done that any better. One right there. Oops, and the last one right here. Look at that. I don't know how I managed that. Kind of get that one to stay down a little bit. Whoops. Lay flat, get on there. All right, so I'm gonna take my heat gun. I'm gonna dry it a little bit. I'm gonna dry it up a little bit. Then we're gonna do something to it. We're gonna do more to it. We still got 12 minutes. What's everybody got going on this weekend? Are you traveling? Anybody leaving to go somewhere for Easter this weekend? We are just going to Mother's. Only a hop, skip, and a jump away. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump. I like this. This is going to be really cute. Yeah, he must have took them outside because I don't hear little footprints. I don't hear anything. Going on. All right, almost got this dry. I think. Okay. So now, I'll still sit it like that. Or I guess it'll be okay to go over this side. I got my little pad right here. We'll put it on here. All right, now you guys, we're going to take the grunge. We're going to take the grunge to it. You knew I had to. You knew I had to. I don't know if I'm seeing comments again. Can you see mine and Kathy's post? I don't think I can. That's my problem. I'm not seeing a lot of comments at all. Hold on, let me. Darn, oops. Didn't have that lid on all the way. We almost had a tragic mess with grunge here. Hold on. We got a leaker. Okay, hold on just a second. I must not have put the lid back on very well. It's almost time to make new grunge. Okay, let me bring it back up here and see if I can see you guys. Let me see. Yeah, see the comments are just absolutely awful. What are you making? This is a soap container from Scentsy, and it's gonna. Well, this is what it was originally, but I covered it with material, and now I'm gonna grunge it. Okay, there's comments. And then, did you decide for dessert you're making? Oh, I found a couple today on Pinterest. That looked delicious. I can't even think of what they were though. Now I think about it. One was a coconut cake. We love coconut cake in our family. One was coconut, but it was with angel food cake, and basically you just. Well, my computer just shut down, so I guess we're just gonna go with comments up here because I don't know. It's got an attitude. We don't have time for that today. All right, guys, I'm gonna grunge this. We're going grungy over this, okay? This is Miss Tracy's grunge mix. If you've been here any length of time, you know the measurements. If you would like the recipe, you can go to My Sweet Home Living, Miss Tracy's page. She has it pinned at the top. I love it, and I like how it grunges it up and makes it cool, and I think it will be awesome. So I'm gonna put this on here. I probably will just let it dry. I mean, I'll dry a little bit with the heat gun because we won't have time because we only have 8 minutes. But then I probably will go over. I'll see how it is. I may have to go over it with some faux podge just to seal it. We'll see how it goes. But I like how this is gonna look. I can already tell. Okay, so see how it's all grunging up here, and it smells delicious. Grunging isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy grunging up things. I love that. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to talk to my husband about maybe getting an iPad because I have this. When I first got my computer, I just got a little Chromebook because I was like, I don't need a fancy computer, blah, blah, blah. But I have nothing but issues with this thing. Nothing but issues. So, make sure I've hit all this. So I apologize because I'm going to see if I can see comments, but I can't. They're so little. They're so little, I can't see them. So you guys, we got it all grunged up here. How cute is that? Love it. So a couple of the pieces look like they're coming away from it a little bit, but if I end up, once this dries and I end up putting some like Mod Podge, I can put some of like the fabric Mod, the regular Mod Podge, not my faux Podge, but I may just put the fabric one on there. Then we'll get it to lay back down, but I really like this. This is cool. This would look really cute in, like you decorated primitive. Because it's all stained up. Yeah, my comments aren't moving. Nothing's happening. I don't know. Facebook is really They got some issues right now, in my opinion. I was watching Miss Dina earlier, and I had to refresh the page like 4 times, and just because it kept freezing. Like, so frustrating. So frustrating. Watch a few of your 3 slides last night. What a difference. But those are probably a lot of bloopers, weren't they? Yeah. If you ever want a good laugh, go back. No. Well, you know what? I guess it'd be 3 years that I've been crafting. I've learned so much stuff from everyone. From my faithful followers to my fellow crafters, and just you learn as you go, and that's how life should be. You should just continuously learn, and you know how you evolve and get better. You know how I feel about painting. I'm trying to get better. Every person to be having problems. I know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, I think we're pretty good. Now, like I said, I'm going to have to go through, when I let it all dry, I'm going to have to hit it with looks like I could use one more piece right there. Still hit it with a little bit more grunge to get it fully like how I want it. Because there's just a couple of spots that are still a little, I'd rather have it, I like when this dries. I'd rather have it like fully covered, because when it dries it kind of gives you like that, I don't know, like a crusty layer on the top. I don't know, I like it. So we're just gonna dust it. Oh, there's a yapper. One yapper's back. Now that it's nice out, we can leave the slider open and they can come in and out as they please, and they think they're hot stuff, you know. They're hot to trot, running in and out. They're like children in the summer when you're like, go outside and play. And they come in and out like, Mom, look. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys, we're about out of time. We've got just a couple minutes. I'm just going to dry this a little bit more here. Then, like I said, I'm going to have to let it dry for a while before I take pictures of it and stuff. But I'm going to show you what I did to the top. So let me dry it just a little bit. Just a little bit more here. I just put a bunch more on the top. How cool that is, you guys. So I just put, in the very beginning, I just painted a layer of Waverly sandstone on the container, and that was just to kind of give it like a matte finish, or kind of like a little bit something more than just the slippery plastic to adhere to. You probably don't have to do that, but I felt like, well, putting the faux podge on there with the fabric, it might help it. That was just what I did. I like all the different materials in there. It's so cool. All right, we're almost all dried. I enjoy doing like the patchwork kind of thing with material. See, I feel like that. So you can see that it's coming up right there. I'm going to have to hit that with a little bit of faux podge. And then I'm going to put the lid on it so you guys can see what it will look like. I'll put that down there like that. And I'll lay down. Lay down there. Okay. All right, you guys. So earlier when I was watching some other crafters, I went ahead and I took the pump. Okay, here's the pump. So the pump, I took some sandstone and put on this part and this part. So it's still going to be good to, you know, I didn't interfere with any of this part, you know, of the actual, I didn't put it down here. And then I took the grunge and put the grunge over it. So you see we've got grunge all over this. And then, let me see how far this goes down. I might have to put more. And then I might have to put a little bit more. It doesn't go all the way down, so I probably need to put a little bit more up there so it covers that. But now I've got this really cute little lotion bottle that's all grunged up and ready to have some, instead of soap, I've got lotion in there. So there's that. After I put the grunge on that, I did put some faux podge on to seal that, so it's nice and sealed, and then it's really good. It's nice and sealed, so it won't come off. Okay. So you guys, this is my recycled plastic craft for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm trying to hold it like butters, but I'm gonna have to fix the top. So well, that didn't come down all the way, but I'm gonna have to get that. Maybe just put a little grunge on there so it darkens it up. So there it is, just using some different fabrics. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'll take some pictures and post it on my page. So you guys, make sure if you're watching from Craft Around the Clock that you refresh, because the next crafter will be up any minute. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night. Bye-bye.